picture a thriving community, families with homes, businesses with dreams, a vibrant neighborhood. Now imagine the shock and disappointment when all this was brought down to a rubble in the Lekki Ikota demolition. It was truly a sad day in Lagos State. Now today we'll be looking at what happened, why it happened, and most importantly, what can be done to avert such occurrences from repeating itself. I am your favorite property maestro, Esosa Asemota, and if you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on post notifications, and most importantly, share this video to your family and friends so they can watch and gain knowledge and understand how to avoid this mistake from happening to them. Now, what happened on that day? Houses were brought down, families were separated, businesses were destroyed, a whole estate floored to the ground, down to the last piece of stone in the Ikota axis of Lekki. Now, to the very big question, why did it happen? Who do we blame? Do we blame the investors? Do we blame the government? Do we blame the developers? It happened because this estate was developed on a canal, which is ordinarily not meant to be so. Now, this caused a series of problems in that estate because it blocked the water flow, and the water had no other place to pass on, so it was flooding the estate, flooding the whole Ikota axis, making life a bit unbearable for quite a number of people. And then the government had to do something about it. We'll be hearing from the commissioner himself as to what occurred and why they had to bring these houses down.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, and his team are to continue the enforcement of building law, and more buildings are likely to go down as the structures have completely blocked the Ikota Canal, causing flooding in the area.
People that want these ones are demolished. They don't have one head. You guys don't have two heads. We're all citizens, and people have contravened on the law. And it's still this brazen attitude of we can do it, we can get away with it, and nothing will happen. That is why we are where we are today as a people.
Some of the affected property owners appeal to the government not to carry out the demolition. The water has nowhere to go, leaving the estate flooded. But the state government insists on environmental law enforcement.
This nuisance on this canal part, on the canal itself, must be removed. That's what we're just trying to do. We are removing the nuisance, and you must have noticed as we remove them, we're creating the canal part, the channel for the water into the Ikota River. We have to also take the hard stance and let them know that we are serious about enforcement. It's sad that we have to pull down these structures. It's sad, but the truth is we can't allow them to stand. We have to make a choice for public good. And that choice we've made. We've taken that decision that we have to enforce it to the letter. Your demolition both sides and take it to your lagoon.
Take down. Just
take it down.
All about that.
I can't compensate you for an illegality in the first place. You should even be compensating the government for letting me deploy taxpayers' resources to clear that part. The erosion will always be daring to come and pull down your property. But you're not the house, only you. So that's what we're doing. We are pushing back, and we're going to push back irrespective of whose ox will be God.
Now, who do we blame? The investors, the government, or the developers? Who do we apportion blames to in this situation? Let me start with the investors. I know Lagos is a beautiful city. This is a city everyone wants to live in because it's a city perfect for business. I mean, everything thrives here. The population alone speaks volume. The development, the nightlife, everything about Lagos is perfect for your business, definitely. Perfect for your homes, for your real estate ventures. And so sometimes when we go into these deals, we do not make proper research. We don't do our due diligence. Now, why is that so? I've had multiple clients trying to rush into this, and I tell them, chill. I mean, these properties will still be here. If it's yours, it's going to be yours. It's still going to be here. Make sure you do your due diligence. Even if there are 10 people vying for the property, it's best you lose that property without your money inside than losing the property after you've paid for it. you need to do your due diligence. I mean, I had a client recently that he was trying to purchase a house, and I told him, let's come and then do our proper research first. Allow me. I mean, I'm your trusted real estate consultant. Allow me to do the proper research on this property first before making purchase. And he was hurrying. I was like, sir, if you would not calm down, I won't be able to do this deal. I can't soil my name for this deal. You have to allow me to do the research, proper research on it, or you would have to go on with another consultant or agent. But I would not go into this deal if you not allow me do proper due diligence on it. And then he refused to let me go into it. I said, okay, that's fine. A couple of days back now, he texted me that Esosa, would you believe that property was a committed land? The house was on a committed land. And I was like, how do you know? I was about to pay you, and then someone told me about it. I was like, are you serious? They will not decided to do our research. And so that truly it was an committed land. Now he was very lucky to have even gotten that good Samaritan that gave him that information. Probably that one has tried to buy from the place before, and then he encountered that issue, and then he warned him, do not go towards this axis because it's a committed axis. Now the government might not come that tomorrow, might not come next year, but the government will definitely come. You go through the back door to get approvals, and then you are satisfied with it and you go on building. There will be a change in government. Now the person that you used to get those approvals through the back door without following due process would leave, and the new government will come in, and then they would look at this process followed to get these approvals, and they will come back for these properties. It's definite. It's as sure as rain falling on the rainy season. It is certain that they would come back for these properties. And so why do you risk your money, your time, your investments into such risky deals without having to do your due diligence? It's very, very important. It's important that you have a trusted realtor to run these researches for you. You cannot afford to waste your whole money is quite difficult to come by. You can't just throw it away so carelessly. You have to do your due diligence. It is very, very important. Now onto the government. We really can't blame the government for this, because it was on the canal, and notices were served even right from the foundation stage of this estate up till even last 3 years. Notices were served to vacate that axis, but they refused. Majority of the blame should go to the developers. It's terrible what you do for money. It's barbaric. Seeing a canal and then going to pass through back doors to get approvals to run on that canal. It is barbaric. It's something that should not happen. Now the government should do better into enforcing these policies, into enforcing the process to which approvals are gotten. You can't just go on and build on different water bodies and then expect no repercussions. It's terrible. It is truly terrible. To move ahead, what do we need to do to avoid these occurrences? Onto the investors, the clients, you should do better. You could go on, if you decide not to use your trusted professional, go to these agencies themselves, Las Baka, go there, inquire about this axis, urban planning, inquire about them. Okay, what is this house, this coordinates, what surrounds it? Is it supposed to be here? Is it in the government area? Is it committed? Is it in a restricted zone? Does it have the proper setbacks and layouts that it's needed there? Does it have the proper approvals? You have to make sure that you are not going into a very dangerous deal. Ensure the setbacks are there to start with. The laid out setbacks are there in the property to start, in the house to start with. Then ensure that these approvals were gotten the right way. You could give a call. You could walk into the agencies and ask the questions yourself. Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Urban Planning. Go into these agencies, ask. I'm about to go to buy a house here. Please, I need information on this property. Am I good to go? Do not believe the word of mouth of anybody. Trust me, humans lie for less. So do not believe the word of mouth of anybody. Make sure you do your proper research. Now onto the developers. What can we do to avoid this? Do not go through but go through the proper legal process to get these approvals. Because when it comes down to the demolition, there will be no compensation, as the commissioner said. In fact, you'll be compensating the government for having to stress them to bring down these illegal structures. And in the end, everybody's money is wasted. I mean, over billions of worth of houses and properties, valuables inside, brought down. Make sure you get these approvals through the right process, through the right links. Do not want to beat legal processes, beat due processes because you want to quickly make money. Do not. Then to the government, we need to do better. The government needs to do better. You need to enforce these policies better. You need to make sure that these approvals can't just be gotten anywhere. They have to be gotten from the right process, from the right sources. And then there should be a way of validating these approvals. Because anyone can make a fake approval, but there should be a way to validate, for clients to be able to validate that, okay, this approval is original. There should be a way to validate. I think a system, why in the 21st century, it should be easy to get a system up to validate these approvals, the validation number, check it on the system, and that's it. We should do better as a country. We should do better as a state. We should do better as a city. It's truly sad that it had to come to this, and I hope this will be the last of any demolition, because I hope we would learn our lessons and then do better, learn our lessons and construct better, learn our lessons and buy better, make more informed decisions when going into real estate transactions. Till the next video, I remain the property maestro Esosa Asemota, CEO Spire Realty, and I hope not to make another kind of video like this explaining why you should avoid getting your house demolished by the government. See you later. Do remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment if you learned something today, and also share this video to your family and friends so they avoid making this kind of mistake in the future. Thank you very much.